Hey, welcome back to Duchess Tarot. Thank you for clicking on the video, visiting my channel. If any parts of the message resonates, please feel free to like, comment, as well as subscribe. I will never profess to be the best card reader on any social media platform. However, I do know how to read cards, and I am usually on point, so please don't ask about divine masculines, divine feminines, portal, spell work, or any of that other tarot bullshit. My readings are for informative purposes only and not to be taken as medical and or legal advice. I do read my cards literally as well as the energy, so the story will always reveal itself. Please remember that energy is not gender specific, can refer to you, someone you know, someone you have known, or someone you will know. I am brutally blunt and politically incorrect, and so at any point during this message you are offended, sorry in advance, and not my intentions. Please go find yourself another tarot card reader. Alright, so this is going to be a Tales from the Hood reading. I hope all is well with everyone. I hope those people who are in colder environments are staying warm. Please pray for the homeless out there, because they have to live in these conditions, and they got money for wars but can't feed the poor. In the great words of Tupac, we ain't meant to survive because this is set up, and even though you fed up, ladies. Shouts out to Tupac. I do not own the rights to that song. Alright, so we have independent women. I'm going to put these back because I was thinking about the song when it came out. But to my independent, strong women out here who are making it do what it do. You know, you all are going to work. You all are putting it down. You know, keeping it down, keeping it together. Look at this. You can't make this up. Throughout the world, all around the world. Okay? All around the world is women holding it down. With this, though, I am getting that women will play an increasingly significant part in the upcoming global events, things that are happening with the world. I am seeing, too, with things going on in the Middle East, that there will be a strong female presence that is going to bring some type of stability to that region. Now, for which side, I do not know. This woman could have freckles. Also, something is going to be going on. I don't like to, because I swear I get in trouble when I do this. And I swear my that's how I get shadow banned and stuff. But there could be something going on the continent of Africa. There could be some type of colonization, some type of plans for I'm hearing to quell something, to put something out, to tamp something down. So this could be revolution, this could be whatever, but there's going to be some type of implementation to kind of like suppress that. And that's all I'm going to say about that. One of my fellow tarot card readers, who's like one of my favorite readers, would say. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Because, here come the men in black. Because that would be exactly what happens. The men in black will be knocking on your door. You can't get into the internet. And yes, it is real. Alright, anyway, what do I have going on for my collective? Okay, Ruth the Acrobat. You could be telling somebody to kiss your ass, is what I'm getting with that. Somebody's name could be Ruth as well. Alright, what else? Why don't you? Tom Cruise could be significant. I don't know why I'm hearing Tropic Thunder. If you've never seen that movie, that movie is so underrated. Like, that is one of the greatest Ben Stiller movies ever. It is like one of the funniest movies I've ever seen too. Edward, what is his name? Downey Jr. I forget what his first name is. He played a black man. Oh my God. He was so good in that role that I actually believe that that man was, you know, like, you forgot that he was acting. I mean, the cast was superb. Tom Cruise he had a role in that. He played a a talent manager, and you know, Les Goldman, and he was vicious, he was whatever, but Tom Cruise played that role. But I don't know, for whatever the reason with this group, the Acrobat card, I'm getting Tropic Thunder, so Tom Cruise could be significant. Where were they in the Golden Triangle, where they produce large amounts of heroin? That could be significant. There's going to be some type of fighting too. Okay. Somebody has told somebody to kiss their ass, and that's going to be a problem. Now, what is the outcome of this? First of all, I want to know why somebody got told to kiss somebody's ass. Now, I tell people to kiss my ass on a regular, you know, well, not on a regular, because I don't really interact with that many people, but I am quick to say that. I'll say that. So this was some type of community or group plan, or what's the word I'm looking for? My words are escaping me right now. Okay, this was some type of plan. Okay, whether it be politically, professionally, this could be a family situation, a friend situation. This could be like, you know, a group project, confirmation, so family situation. But this could be a group project. But this is something where, you know, a group of people sat down and they came up with some type of plan, some type of strategy, some type of alibi also is what I'm hearing too. Like, you know, somebody in the family could have possibly committed a crime or did something. And so now the rest of the family members are like trying to rally behind this person and cover for this person. And this is like, now this is what we're going to say, okay? At 10:04, Timmy was here with us. We were all eating dinner. And if they say what we were eating, if they ask us, what were you all eating? We were having turkey and cranberry sauce, and we had greens. And don't forget to say that Timmy had an extra helping of sweet potatoes. And everybody's like, okay, 10:04. Timmy was at our house. He was eating, you know, turkey and greens. And, you know, he had an extra helping of sweet potatoes. That's what this is right here. Also, what this is telling me, too, is that somebody realized that they picked the fight with the wrong one, or that in fighting somebody, they ended up fucking themselves, that somebody could have told the wrong one to kiss their ass, or someone could have, you know, started with the wrong one, picked the fight with the wrong one. And as a result, there's been like an ongoing battle, a fight. You know, people also could be coordinating. So since there is a fight, since somebody did decide that they wanted to break away from the crowd, or they wanted to whatever, now people could be rallying up against somebody as well. This is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to destroy this person. This is how we're going to, you know, make this person da-da-da-da-da. So people could be coordinating, or will be coordinating, you know, their efforts together to kind of go against somebody. This could be politically. I don't know why this is giving me, I can't say it. This is, okay, I can't say it, but this is giving me somebody wanted to start a fight, or start a war, or start something with somebody, and they basically ended up fucking themselves. And doing this and telling somebody to kiss their ass, what ended up happening is now they're ending up kissing their own ass, because they've gotten into a fight with somebody whom they cannot beat. So because somebody can't beat someone, perhaps this is a group of people who are coordinating or coming together to kind of come up with a strategy to defeat someone. And it's a lot of people too. So this is giving me like a council, or like a board, or a committee, or, I mean, this could be family. This could just be a group of friends. Also, somebody could be getting their doctorate, or somebody could be writing their dissertation on global conflict, global crisis. But what I am seeing too now is there's a group of people that need to come up with a plan B. Okay? So it's not as easy as they thought it was going to be to beat somebody. They thought that something was going to be 1, 2, kiss my ass. I'm going to name this reading Kiss My Ass. You know, kiss my arse or whatever. So Ruth could be significant. Okay, somebody's name could be Ruth, first, middle, or last. Baby Ruths could be significant as well. Also, this could be a situation where somebody has grown increasingly obese, like they've kind of like given up and all, you know, they've given up. And this is somebody who could have been battling weight loss. You know, this is an ongoing battle with somebody, is trying to control their weight, you know, trying to keep them from so you know, this doesn't necessarily have to be weight, but this could be also, you know, any type of health issue. And, you know, say, for example, it is a weight issue. And because somebody has put on so much weight, it has put a strain on their heart. And so now this person is suffering from heart issues and things like that. And so as a result now, you know, they've tried to stop eating, but they can't. They've tried. It's just, you know, this is an addiction that somebody just cannot battle or cannot beat on their own. And so now, you know, family and friends could be, you know, trying to step in to, you know, kind of intervene, provide an intervention for whatever this is. Likewise, going back to somebody picked a fight with the wrong one, or a problem has turned out to be more complex or bigger than what it actually, you know, seemed to be in the beginning. Somebody is realizing that the juice is not worth the squeeze. Somebody is trying to figure out how they're going to save their ass and save their face at the same time. So this is a situation where somebody picked a fight with somebody and they thought that, you know, it was just them. Somebody picked a fight, okay? This could be a war. This could be a country picked a fight with another country, all right? And they basically thought that they were just going to be able to just come in and just run ramshot all over, you know, this community, this country, this family, this person, this whatever. Somebody thought that it was going to be a easy battle, all right? It was going to be a battle that took about as much effort as it takes to mix a Shirley Temple. What somebody found once they got into this battle is that, number one, the person who they thought that they were going to whoop is actually stronger, more cunning, already saw it coming, so they ended up getting their ass whooped. The person who thought that they were going to come over and whoop ass ended up getting their ass whooped. Second scenario is the person who they thought that they were going to bully had back. They had back. They had the network. Okay? Verizon could be significant in this. Somebody had the network behind them. They had people that were down and willing to fight for them, who are down and willing to go to war, go to battle for somebody. And so basically what they are finding out right now in this moment, because this is in the present, you know, in the present position, is that the juice is not worth the squeeze. Somebody is getting their ass whooped and telling somebody to kiss their ass. I'll come over there and whoop your ass. Watch. Somebody looks like a fool now. So now whoever this is, or whatever group this is, that thought that they were going to come in and just bully somebody, they're going to have to regroup now. They're going to have to rethink their plans. They're going to have to come up with another solution, another whatever, because what they thought was going to happen is not going to it's not going to happen. It ain't fucking happening. Sorry. It just ain't. Excuse my mouth. But it ain't. Okay? And this t-shirt is significant I mean it's backwards, but it says just mercy. And this is actually my son's t-shirt or sweatshirt, excuse me. And I needed to do laundry and I needed to run out of the house, so I grabbed this. But this is symbolic of the energy that's going on in this message. Now that these people realize that they picked a fight with the wrong one, that victory is not going to be as assured or easy as they once thought, they have to come back now and they have to, like I said, come up with a different plan. That plan may even be coming and asking for some type of not forgiveness, but forgiveness in a sense like, hey, we don't want to fight anymore, we don't want to do this anymore, we don't want to go up against you anymore, so you know, how about we just call it a day? You know what I'm saying? We just shake on it and everything is everything. These people right here are also worried because they know that they have done so much. What they have done is so ill and so vile that there is no forgiveness. It's just mercy. And that's all anybody can hope for, is that it will be a merciful whatever. Okay? I'm going to leave that right there. So also what I'm looking at is somebody could be going to jail for war crimes too. Okay? People are tired of somebody's shit and they're coming together. People see somebody was a bully out here. Somebody picked on somebody that was smaller and or weaker than they were. Somebody who could not defend themselves. Look at this person. Like, I just whip your ass. I just take it. Somebody was a bully out here. And people saw that. And so now these people are coming together. I said somebody has back. Somebody has, or something, someone or someplace has back. They have other people, other countries, other things, other energies that fuck with them. That fuck with them. And even if they don't fuck with them like that, they don't like the fact that somebody was over there just bullying them. Okay? This reminds me of the Scorpio. It just came into, I just did a Scorpio reading, or not a Scorpio reading, but I did an all signs reading, and the energy for Scorpio was the end is nigh, the end is here. So the end of something, the end of somebody's reign, the end of somebody's reign of terror, the end of a dark time, that's over. So if you know, that's over. Now, there is somebody that this energy fits on a global level, and they are Scorpio. People are coordinating around the world, or coordinating around a group, coordinating in a family, coordinating in a friends group. Like, you know what? We just can't, we just, no. So I tell you what. We'll handle it from this angle, boop, boop, boop. You do it from this angle, boop, boop, boop. You do it from that angle, boop, boop, boop. And we'll just meet in the middle. It is about to get very small, very claustrophobic for someone, for something. Likewise, this could be, you know, where the government puts greater controls on a people or on a situation. Like, this could be industry, where this could be anything. I'm going to say that. I'm not going to get too deep into that. But the overall energy is that somebody picked a fight with the wrong one. Somebody did not believe that the person that they were picking a fight with was either as strong as they are or has as much support as they do. So this reminds me of, I don't know if anybody has seen that meme that has been on TikTok lately, where I guess they were at some type of McDonald's, you know, obviously like in Europe or something like that, and, you know, the manager comes down to confront these two guys that were causing a ruckus in the restaurant. And the one guy, you know what I'm saying, he's so tough, he walks over to the manager and flicks his tie and everything, and the next thing you know, all of the manager's employees came down and just like one tapped them on the shoulder like, we got this. And they all circled them and everything, and they stood as a united front. This is the energy that I'm getting right here, is that somebody thought that they was going to fuck with someone because they seemed weak. And once they did that, everybody came out the woodwork like tapping this person, this place on the shoulder like, we got this. We got this. Don't even worry about it, son. We got this. Somebody got this. And so now that somebody got this, whoever got it was bigger than the person who was picking the fight. Okay? Somebody got the network behind them, baby. And this probably wasn't a network that was known until this crisis came. So you probably wouldn't have known. So this is kind of like, you know, a new person, you know, new girl comes to the school, or new guy comes to the school, and so, you know, nobody knows this person and knows this person's background, so everybody makes assumption that this person is a lone wolf, you know, this person has no back. And so obviously being the new girl or the new guy on the block, you know, you have those people that are going to try this person, you know, they want to make themselves seem whatever by bullying, you know, the new person because they figured that they can. All right, so they start messing around with the new person, harassing them and bullying them and, you know, whatever. And then next thing you know, you find out that the new person's cousins actually go to that school. They're just in a grade below them. Or the new person's cousins just graduated from that school the year before they got there. So that's the reason why, you know, it would always seem like the new person didn't have anybody. But their cousins are a hood legend in that area. So everybody knows not to mess around with that family because the cousins were a nut. So basically somebody just picked a fight with the nutcase's cousin. Oh, I heard you was down there messing with my cousin. Oh, you ain't know she was my cousin? Yeah, but I'm gonna see you when I get home now. Or I'm gonna see you when we get back though. Yeah, we'll talk. Oh yeah, that's my cousin. That's one of my closest cousins. That's like my sister. Yeah, somebody didn't know that. Somebody picked a fight with the wrong one and got their whole shit rocked. Okay? And if this hasn't happened, but I'm getting that it is happening now, it's about to happen. So somebody is going to call uncle soon. There's going to be an end to a conflict, an end to whatever, and put that in whatever energy, whether that be romantically, you know, professionally, you know, in a community, however. Somebody is going to call uncle soon. Somebody doesn't want any more smoke. Somebody is getting their ass handed to them. Somebody don't want no more smoke. Period. Period. The costs are becoming too high now. Somebody can't make any money. Their family is in jeopardy. The safety of people's families now. Their reputations have been dismantled or being destroyed. So now somebody is quickly becoming an enemy of the state. An enemy of the world. Also, on the flip side, this is also someone who basically reverse their energies, that somebody basically was made to look like or made to become the enemy of the state. You know, I'm using that just symbolically. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen that movie with Will Smith, you know, not so much, you know, you're a political enemy of the state, but how, you know, through rumors and things like that, people kind of like destroy somebody's credibility. You know, people kind of like you know, turn public opinion against someone or against something, that is now going to change as well. That's coming to an end as well. That was my foot, by the way. That's coming to an end as well. Somebody told somebody to kiss their ass, like, I'll show you. Somebody just was, you know, thought that they were going to be able to destroy somebody. And then they commenced to trying to destroy this person. However, the person that they called themselves going to destroy basically was a lot stronger than what they thought. I mean, it's the same energies, but I'm just saying in terms of now the group that was doing the bullying is going to become the enemy of the state. The person who they bullied, who they made look like or made, you know, the enemy of the state, that's going to end. So the energies are going to reverse. Confirmation. Confirmation. Right now, somebody's trying to figure out an escape plan, too. So if they come for us, what are we going to do? Somebody used their ace in a hole. So say, what's a good analogy? Say somebody has some type of terminal illness, okay? Not wishing this on anybody, but I'm just using this as an example. Say somebody has some type of terminal illness. Say somebody has some type of deformity, all right? I'm just using that as an example. And they've been able to hide behind that. So whatever bad behaviors they may have exhibited was always able to be, you know, hid or rationalized away, like, oh, well, this person is just, you know, they have this, you know. So this could be a situation where somebody had, I don't want to make anybody upset, but somebody has a terminal illness, right? And so because somebody has a terminal illness, you know, that they use that card for sympathy. They're always using it, you know, they like they hide behind that card. So like no matter how badly behaved they may be, you know, people will always give them grace and will forgive them and whatever because of this sickness or, you know, this malformity or whatever it may be. Only this time, say this person's, you know, their offenses were against somebody else who basically could have been terminally sick too. Or had the same type of illness or, you know, were treated in a way that was similar, you know, in a bad way that was similar to the way that this person had been treated. So now it's like, well, you know, I'm sorry, but, you know, I have da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, so you have to excuse me. It's the medicine, it's blah, blah, blah. And somebody's like, no, because you attacked somebody else that has the exact same thing, so you can't use that as sympathy. Because if you weren't sympathetic to the person who had some type of terminal illness, why should we be sympathetic to you? So in attacking somebody, this is the reason why I said, and telling somebody to kiss their ass, they ended up kissing their own ass. Because now the trump card that you had and that you were always able to use to get yourself out of a situation, you can no longer use that now. That holds no weight anymore. Don't nobody care about that. Nobody wants to hear it. It's over. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear it. So somebody, in essence, fuck themselves. Okay. Oh. Ruth the Acrobat. We have broken promises. Disappointed expectations. Yeah. Failed commitments. Lost trust. Words mean nothing. Yeah. So, and telling somebody to kiss their ass or whatever, somebody ended up kissing their own ass. First of all, somebody got a whole bunch of people involved in a conflict, involved in a scheme, involved in something. Somebody promised that a situation was going to play out, It did not play out. Somebody promised that people were going to make money. They did not make money. Somebody promised that, you know, victory was assured. It was not assured. Somebody basically, you know, created, what's the word I'm looking for? Somebody lied or exaggerated the truth to get people on board in a situation, and that's not the case. So it's like somebody got a whole bunch of people to attack one person or one thing by spreading, you know, mistruths or exaggerating facts. I'm hearing somebody hid information, manipulated information. The news could be significant as well. All right, what is this? Pick on somebody your own size. Somebody didn't know that somebody had back. The side piece. Okay, well, this is an interesting turn, didn't it? Oh. Ooh, okay. Okay, well, I mean, besides the obvious, somebody could be finding out that somebody has a side piece, but I'm getting this a little bit more than that. Cuffing season. Okay. All right, and what is this? The network. Okay, influencer status and let it go. I did say somebody was going to be calling Uncle this year. I'm behind the mask, so somebody's mask is coming off. Alright, so pick on somebody your own size. What came out was side piece and cuffing season. Okay. Alright, before I get into that, and then with the network came out influencer status and let it go. Alright. Alright, so before we take this to the romantic, something that just came to me was going back to somebody had back. Somebody was dealing, so somebody called themselves picking on somebody whom they thought was alone. So this could be a man picking on a woman or causing, you know, a woman problems because he figures that she does not have a man to defend her, or she doesn't have brothers or anything like that to defend her. And little does he know, you know what I mean, that she may not have a man, or she may not have some. I'm just using that as an example. Put the roles where they fit. This could be a man who is dealing with a woman who's like been coming and breaking up his stuff and everything, and he just does not hit women. You know, he was just raised right. He doesn't hit women. So because this woman knows this and she feels like he doesn't have, you know, any family or anything that's going to ride for him, you know, she comes over and she harasses this man only to do it and to find out that this man has been talking to somebody else, or has been dealing with somebody else, or going back to, if this is not, you know, whatever, but has, like, you know, friends and family that this person never knew about, but, you know, now they're going to bring them into the situation. And then also going back to, because of this, somebody is going to have to let whatever fight this is go. Somebody is losing their influence, their influencer status. Like I said, somebody, the shine is coming off of somebody. Somebody is not going to be able to come in and control a situation the way that they were. Somebody in choosing to go to battle with someone, or trying to fight someone, or trying to take over, or trying to lie, trying to manipulate. Basically, somebody ends up kissing their own ass. and this is in the past position, so I'm getting that whatever this is, whoever this is, was warned not to do this, was warned that this could backfire on them if they did that, if they approached the situation in a certain way, if they tried to handle someone in a certain way, that it was going to basically backfire on them. The 25th could be significant. Somebody could be a Sagittarius. Something could be happening on Christmas as well. You could have also found out that this could be a situation where a group of people got together, perhaps to take one person down. And so one of the ways that they decided that they were going to do that was somebody was going to send a plant into somebody's life. So somebody to pretend like, you know, they like this person, you know, they wanted to be together, or they wanted to be with this person, build a relationship with this person. But in actuality, you know, it was, you know, it was just a romantic ruse, so to speak, to try to perhaps to get some information on someone, to destroy somebody's credibility is also what I'm hearing. Also, somebody could want to get back together with somebody just to perhaps make them look good to another group, make them look good to a group. And you could know this, that, you know, basically somebody, okay, so this is, all right. Now I guess we're veering into the romantic, but the other energy that I was speaking about, somebody's mask is coming out. It's coming off, for sure. That somebody was the mastermind behind a whole elaborate scheme to do something. So this, I don't even know, I'm not going to say, but somebody was a mastermind, okay? Somebody basically assumed some type of position of authority, so somebody lied to get it, all right? And it could come out that somebody was able to get some type of position because of their relations that they've had with somebody else. So this could be a situation where somebody basically has more connections than what you thought. Somebody's connections are global. Somebody has been somebody's side piece, and that's one of the reasons why somebody has the network behind them. Is somebody has been secretly sleeping with somebody. Also, this is not like a little side piece situation. Somebody thought that they were going to be able to get in bed, metaphorically speaking, with someone, a project or something, and it was going to be advantageous or prosperous for them. Somebody wanted to work with somebody, so this could be a situation where somebody came and went against you. A whole group of people went against you because they felt like, you know, going in a different direction would be better. You know, they would, you know, gain status. They would gain clout if they, you know, went against you and went with somebody else and all. And what they could be, and what could be happening now is they found out that the person that they decided to, you know, go against you for or side with basically is not all that it is cracked up to be, that they are cracked up to be. Somebody's mask is coming off. Also, somebody used somebody to get to where they need to be, and now that they're there, they don't need these people anymore. With this whole influencer status, let it go. Now that they've gotten where they need to be, so this could be a situation where somebody was running for office, And so they made all types of promises to people. And yeah, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And I would love to work with you and blah, 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 blah. And da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I would love to work with you. And now that they've gotten elected or now that they've gotten into their position of power, they don't need you. They're not taking your calls. They're not answering your emails. They're not answering your text messages. They're not doing anything. Somebody's basically going back to the energy that I said. There's somebody who was made to look like an enemy of the state. That is getting ready to end. People are going to now start to understand what it was that you saw. So it could be a situation where, you know, there was a new girl or new guy on the block and they seem to be perfect. And you know how it is, something new, something novel. People gravitate to it. People love it. You know, they just think it's the greatest thing. And perhaps one or two people were like, it's something just not right with that. Like, and you know, because one or two, and it's funny because a reader did a reading that said all because you wouldn't drink the Kool-Aid. And when that reader did that, I knew exactly what that reading was talking about in terms of my life, because I was going through the exact same situation, like literally. So, but this is giving me that type of, you know, energy that somebody just wasn't buying it. Somebody like, that don't sound right, that don't look right, it's just something not right about that. And because, you know, this person expressed their concerns, then they were made to feel like, you know, the outsider, the outcast, something is wrong with, you know, them. People started turning against this person, and now people are going to see what it was that you were trying to, you know, say and see the whole time. I did say that somebody was warned not to do something in advance. Somebody was warned not to do something in advance. And they did it anyway. Not only did they do it anyway, when you tried to warn them not to do it, they turned against you. They did. They turned against you. By Christmas, this group is going to start to break up in terms of this, you know, this group that was surrounding or that was going so hard for the new person. There's going to start to be conflicts and possibly infighting in that group within the next month or so. By Christmas time for sure. It is going to come out that somebody whom everybody was supporting was actually working for somebody else the whole time. Somebody was actually working for somebody else the whole time. And now that's going to come out. Like, I don't need you. Like, you served your purpose well. Thank you. Your services are no longer needed. Somebody is going to get the Shawnee O'Neal speech. Your services are no longer needed. Thank you. People, there's going to be a lot of people with their face cracked by Christmas time. There is going to be a lot of people with egg on their faces come Christmas time. And look, once this happens, oh my God, what are we going to do? How are we going to take care of this? And everybody's like, I don't know, what are we going to do? People are going to try to be, you know, try to regroup, try to come and have discussions, try to figure out a plan once they figured out that they've been duped. We've been duped. Yeah, you have been duped. All right, what is this broken promises? Kissing my own ass. Oh. Yeah. Okay. We have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, so there's some type of betrayal that's going to get exposed. is going to get exposed. Also, there's some type of somebody's getting exposed. I mean, it put that in the most general or simplistic way to say it. Somebody's about to get exposed. The lies that somebody told in the past to get somebody to rally in their favor, to rally in support of them, are getting ready to be exposed. Somebody's going to realize that somebody actually was an enemy all along. The Rock of Gibraltar could be significant. Arthurian folklore could also be significant. So Celtic, Druids. I think King Arthur was an English king, so England. Also, it's going to come out that somebody is having an affair with someone or had an affair with somebody. And that is the reason why this person, one of the reasons why somebody has somebody's back the way that they do is because that's actually their little side piece on the low. Somebody could have, this gentleman can have brown hair, a full head of hair, yes. All right, we have Queen of Pentacles that came out. Now, this Queen of Pentacles is somebody's side chick. So this could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn female. If this is not an earth sign woman that's somebody's side chick, this could be someone who is of a very fair complexion as well. But this is most definitely somebody's side chick. Also, this person could be like into construction. Construction could be significant as well. Also, somebody could be pregnant too. Also, somebody started sleeping with somebody because they thought that they were going to get some type of financial gain or whatever. And basically, somebody promises somebody money, but they don't get what they've been promised. Also, counterfeit money could be significant too. Somebody is also using counterfeit money out here. Okay. Somebody basically was trying to somebody could have either been trying to use some type of counterfeit money to get some type of Plan B medication or something like that. Somebody is supposed to. Also, somebody has been taking money too. So somebody has been presenting a financial situation one way when in actuality is a different way. So somebody is saying that the money isn't there, but this person is actually holding the money. So somebody basically has been holding money, keeping money, embezzling money. And somebody could possibly know this too. Somebody is also trying to, so if this is a situation where somebody did something illegal or something, whatever, with a side chick, and they fucked their side chick over, somebody is nervous because they know that their side chick knows their business, and somebody could open up the books is what I'm hearing. This could also be a fire sign woman who was of a fair complexion too. This could be a Leo female who is of a fair complexion. A Bunny, somebody's name could be Bunny. That could be somebody's little nickname. That could be like an affectionate little nickname that somebody calls somebody. Bunny. That's my little bunny. Hey, Bunny. Also, if there is a side chick that is pregnant, you start messing around with somebody. If you are in a third party situation and you have been messing around with somebody, you know, and I'm getting that somebody's messing around with somebody and they know that they're in a third party situation. However, this person has been telling them, you know, how they're going to leave, or the reason why they've not left is because of X, Y, and Z. But, you know, the side chick is a person that they really want to be with, the one that they really, really love. Somebody is going to get pregnant on purpose, or make it so it's too late for them to do anything to get rid of the fetus, and they're going to see the truth about this person and how much this person actually really loves them, which is none. All right, we have the title card in reverse, and then we have the 10 of Swords. Somebody promised somebody some money, and that didn't happen. Somebody's been dealing with somebody since 2023 as well. Somebody has been dealing with somebody since 2023, and as a result, they don't have any money. Now that somebody does not have any money, their side chick is not calling also. Okay? So somebody believed that somebody was really in love with them. So this could be a situation where there was a gentleman out here who was in a relationship, but because, you know, who was in a relationship, and perhaps, you know, somebody had a flame for their old person, or I don't know, but they decided to go back to this person. Whoever they ended up cheating with, or whoever was their side chick, cleaned them out. Somebody has no money. All right, what is this group status, influencer status? Let it go. Yeah, now that somebody doesn't have any money, now their status is gone. And when I said that, what flew out was the 4 of Cups. And the 8 of... I want to say the 8 of Pentacles. It's the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. So number one, somebody is not making any money. Somebody basically because, okay, so somebody is lonely. Somebody is in solitude right now because they have no money. Somebody, first of all, somebody is in solitude. So whoever this side chick is that spent them out of their money, this broad gave them something. Number one. And so as a result, they are no longer, okay, how can I say this? Somebody's side chick gave them something. Somebody's side piece, side chick, side guy, I don't know. But somebody gave somebody something, okay? As a result of contracting something, somebody cannot work, or somebody is not able to make money. Alright? This could also be this pimp energy that I was picking up on, that somebody's hoe is sick, and so because they got a sick hoe out here, they can't work. But I'm hearing somebody also slept with this person, or somebody, so this is not a pimp hoe situation. Somebody slept with the side chick gave them something. So as a result now, or they contracted something and they're not quite sure where they got it from. But this is a group of people who have the same thing too. So I think people are starting to put together now who the culprit actually is. So this could have been a woman that was out there selling ass. An escort of some sort, and everybody that she's dealt with comes up with some type of something or another, and so now people are starting to put 2 and 2 together. So now when she's calling, or when they're calling and they're offering their wine, or they're offering their goodies to somebody, people are like, no, I'm cool, I'm slick. Also, going back to, because somebody doesn't have any money anymore, they're not hot. So nobody wants to be bothered with them. And somebody is realizing that now. Somebody's not making any money. Period. Somebody's not making any money. And so as a result, people are walking away from this person, from this situation. Also, if this is a situation too, and if you find out, so say you were the person that got left for someone else, okay? The person that you got left for ended up burning your person, the person who left you. Basically, they got done greasy. Not only did they get burnt, but they have no money. This person spent out their money. Somebody drinks a lot. Basically, somebody was, okay, so somebody would get with this side chick, and perhaps they would drink, do drugs together. You know, they would party together. And as a result, somebody basically, they got spent out. Somebody looks old, tired, disheveled. Somebody drinks. A white Labrador could be significant. Somebody could have 2 dogs. I don't know. Somebody gets drunk until they pass out. Somebody drinks until they pass out. Somebody is sad. Somebody is sad because, number one, this woman is not calling them anymore. This woman is not trying to come over anymore. This person is not trying to be with them anymore. Somebody doesn't have any money. So this woman, somebody is finding out that they basically left their person, or they got involved with somebody who was only there for the money. Somebody always had their hand out. I don't have any money. I don't have any money. So in trying to impress this woman or trying to be there for this person, they were coming out the pocket left and right, you know, with money for this person until they don't have any money anymore. Somebody is, yeah. Also, somebody caught a case too. And they could have been lying to somebody about why they had to go back and forth to court, why they needed some money, or what actually happened. Somebody got into a domestic violence situation. Somebody went through somebody's phone. Okay, now we get into it. Somebody went through somebody's phone and basically saw where they were making plans, or where somebody was planning on going to spend the holidays with somebody. So this could be a situation where you were dealing with someone and you were constantly giving them money, say because they said they needed a bill or they had to go to court for X, Y, and Z, and they didn't have any money. So you're trying to look out for this person, so you're giving them money and everything, and then you so happen to go through their phone and see where they've been texting an ex or texting somebody, and where they've been making plans to meet up or get together over the holidays. Like, yeah, I just got my ticket and I'm working on getting some money for the hotel, or, you know, I'm seeing or I'm hearing, you know, if you just get your ticket, I'll take care of the hotel. Don't even worry about it. Like, just get your ticket and, you know, I'll be, you know, and I got the rest. And somebody's like, yeah, I just paid for my ticket and I'll be there, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, so somebody could be finding out that they just got played like that as well. Somebody let somebody go. Somebody only got with somebody because they knew that this person had money, and they knew that, you know, that this person was kind of soft on them, so they would be able to finesse them out of their money. And somebody found this out, and so now somebody is like, cool. On top of the fact that whoever this is, and now it makes sense why somebody's wine was always itching, or why somebody's cooch was always itching and or smelling, because somebody was entertaining a third party. Somebody was making plans to leave somebody on their own for the holidays. So this is a situation where, you know, you were planning this like elaborate holiday, you know, for your person and everything. Like, I'm going to take them there. I'm going to, you know, get this gift for them. We're going to get a big tree. We're going to have dinner. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. You know, we're going to spend, you know, the holidays with my family. I'm going to spend the holidays with their family and blah, 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 blah. All to find out that while you're sitting there, planning this wonderful, wonder Winterland for this person, they've been making plans to go spend their holidays with somebody else. Somebody saw the message where they were planning on spending the holidays with somebody else and planning on leaving your person alone for the holidays. Somebody lied and said, oh, well, on Christmas I have to work. I have to work, so I might not be, be home for the holidays because, I might have to work and everything. And they read through the text messages about how they done took the time off. Like, I got my vacation time, so I got 2 weeks. I'm taking my 2 weeks off for vacation and everything. And so, I'll be there like on the 22nd or the 23rd. And so, we'll have time to go Christmas shopping for your family. Or, somebody is making like elaborate plans to spend the holidays with somebody, unbeknownst to their person. Somebody has a side or somebody has a secret love that they are like really truly into, and they are not into your person. So basically the same way that your person played you is the exact same way that they are getting played right now. And the thing is, while this is happening to your person, they know exactly why this is happening to them. Because all they can think about is what they did to you. Damn, that's the same thing I did to her. Or that's the same thing I did to him. The same little slick shit that somebody would, say to you. You know how men or, women get when they got somebody else in the corner pocket and everything and they don't really need you anymore. You know how slick people start to talk and all. This little person is talking just as slick, just as greasy. Saying the exact same greasy ass shit that they used to say to you. Like, where are you at? Where I'm at? And he used to be like, why would you just, I'm just asking, because I'm tired of you always questioning me. And that you know how it go. You know how it go. And their person is saying that to them. Where I'm at, why? Like, stop questioning me. Stop accusing me. Yeah. Somebody's getting played. Also, somebody believed that they were going to spend the holidays with somebody. So, meaning that somebody was like, okay, we're going to spend the holidays together. So now here you are making arrangements and, you're making this and you're making that. And this person just leading you on. Like, yeah, I will be here on X, Y, and Z day. And then we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And then you go through your person's phone and find out that not only are they not going to be here with you, but they're going to be with someone else. So this is a situation where somebody is like literally making plans with you. Not the scenario I just described. This is a scenario where somebody was like literally making holiday plans with you, knowing the whole time that they weren't going to be there. All right. I'm going to get an outcome card and then we're going to close this out because I have a meeting I got to get to. Alright. What is the outcome? Yeah, you're going to be calling somebody. Somebody is just, somebody took your money. They're not answering your calls. None of that. Ooh. Okay. What came out in the reverse was breaking cycles and gaslit. Yeah. And then we have status upgrade and then clickbait. You're going to end up poker face. You're going to end up leaving this person alone. Somebody could be bald out here. You're going to end up leaving this person alone, period. Like, no, I'm done. maybe this has been a cycle where your person, you constantly try to work on a situation with somebody, but they're constantly gaslighting you, leading you to believe that it's one thing when in actuality it's another, leading you to believe that they actually want to be with you when they really, really don't. Or it could just be a situation where, they just want you around in the temporary, perhaps because they're lonely, because they have no one else, or maybe, because they want to make somebody else jealous. I see you saying no to that. Like, nah. Somebody is going to try to reach out to you. They're going to try to text you. They could try to love bomb you. I don't know. Somebody views you as a status upgrade, as, as not necessarily a come up, but something better than what they had. And so I am getting that somebody could be trying to use someone to make somebody else jealous, like, nah, see what I got, like, I got something better than you, or, somebody could possibly be trying to go super hard for you in this connection because they're trying to, like, prove a point to the last person, or make them upset, make them, whatever. But I am getting to that whoever found out that this person is not going to be with them, or was playing them for whatever the reason, they are done. They have nothing to say. There are no messages. Okay. Somebody could call, somebody could text, but somebody is not responding. Somebody does not want to hear what somebody has to say. It's a wrap. Somebody is triggered. So there could have been a conversation, or somebody could have said and or done something. This could also be a situation where somebody could have wronged you in the past, and perhaps you tried to move past it. You tried to let it go. You tried to whatever, and, a comment was made, or the same type of behavior that, this person exhibited in the past. They brought you, whatever. They did it again, and so you're like, no, I'm cool. You're realizing that somebody is an energy vampire. They don't want anything serious with you, or they don't want anything serious. They just want the company, or they just want the status, or they just want the appearance. Somebody, for whatever the reason, comes around when they need something from you. I'm not so much getting monetarily, but maybe it's just energy. Maybe it's just, the person that they really want, and makes them feel like shit. And then when they come around you, then you make them feel like something. And so, you give them that ego push, that ego boost that they need. And then once they've gotten recharged and refilled, then, they go back and try to woo the same person that just shit on them before. So, collective, I am getting that if that is the case with you and somebody does reach out to you, especially during the holiday season, say no, okay? Don't let anybody use you as a rebound. Don't let anybody use you as a cushion, especially for someone or for a situation that they basically walked all over you to get into, So with that, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, as well as subscribe. Share the content as it may not, pertain to you, but could relate to somebody that you know. And until the next time, deuces.